Automotive Breakdown. That's what's happened in Detroit, with the auto workers into their second week of striking selective GM, Ford, and Stellantis plants, with no end in sight. President Biden has more or less sided with the UAW demand that the Big Three share their record profits to make up for lost time.
Auto companies have seen record profits, including in the last few years, because of the extraordinary skill and sacrifices of the UAW workers. But those record profits have not been shared fairly, in my view, with those workers.
While Republicans like former Vice President Mike Pence say President Biden has helped create the problem with his push for electric vehicles.
What I'm hearing around the country is that auto workers are very concerned about Joe Biden's Green New Deal, heavy-handed effort to use taxpayer dollars to drive these automotive companies into electric vehicle production. I mean, you got 145,000 workers out there many of them built a lifetime making gasoline-powered cars.
And auto CEOs like GM's Mary Barra say that whatever the politics, they need to invest all those profits so they can make the move into EVs.
We need to invest in our future, and we have a plan to take all of our employees along. I think this is very important. We have worked very carefully to have a job for everyone so we can make this transformation together. And frankly, when you put it have a strike and we're not making vehicles, you start to put that at risk.
Some investors, like Bruce Richards of Marathon Asset Management, think the shift back from capital to labor can ultimately be good for us all.
Companies in the next few years are going to have a real issue, because they're going to pay a lot higher labor costs. You see that with the UAW. You see that in Hollywood. Yep. You see that with what the pilots negotiate with the airlines. The labor costs are increasing, and we love to see labor cost increases. It's good for America. It's good for Americans.
But former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers warns that this may turn out to be a zero-sum game, where the union can't afford to lose and the auto companies can't afford for them to win, which could mean things will get worse before they get better.
I fear that there's a bit of an endgame dynamic going on here. And in that situation, the incentives for the union, like the incentives at one stage for the coal miners, like the incentives one stage for the steel workers, are to get as absolute much as they can while they can.